How you doing, everyone? This is the 12 at 12 podcast, and this is the podcast that we break down about recovery. We talk about life lessons, life strategies, and becoming a better person, finances, relationships, and it's sponsored by First Step Recovery, and we have a lot of love for First Step Recovery. Thank you so much. And if you do need help, please contact First Step Recovery if you know anybody who needs help with their addiction problem or needs to go into a program that is happy to help them. Right now, we're going to be talking right now to the director of First Step Recovery.
Yeah, I'm KG. I'm a director here at First Step Recovery. We just want to introduce the podcast that's coming soon. It's just a place we're going to talk about our life struggles, about, life on life's terms, just everyday struggles we come up with in recovery, Want you all to check it out when it comes on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We know that there's steps to recovery. A lot of people don't like to really get into the steps, but just so you know, there are steps to recovery in everybody's life, even though everybody is different on how they do steps and things like that. But what's the step actually when it comes to recovery when you go into the program?
It's powerlessness.
Powerlessness?
We admitted we were powerless over alcohol and our lives became unmanageable.
Unmanageable.
Yeah.
So when it becomes, so basically like when it takes over your life, right?
Yeah,
so,
when it takes over everything, man, it just takes everything from you. You start doing the drugs, having a good time at first, and you think everything's going good, but in all reality, you're full flight from reality. Lose everything, lose power, lose everything. Your kids, your family,
Yeah, nah, that's a fact because I know a couple of times when I was at that point in life,
Yeah.
Especially my thing I used to do, bro, was I used to love to drink, bro.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy drinking so much, bro, because one thing about it, I was in prison. I was locked up, and he was locked up before.
Yeah.
See, that's something that we do got in common, that we both been through that struggle. And a lot of people, one thing that I realized that comes with addiction is, and not only addiction but just using in general, you make a lot of dumb choices that you usually wouldn't make if you weren't under the influence. Like I wouldn't have went to prison if I was in the right state of mind at a young age. I was young. I was like just turned 17 when I did my bid.
Yeah.
So I started young, but I did that one bid, got out and I messed up, and and got back right and just started moving forward from that point.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, addiction's gonna bring
Problems. Nothing but problems. Like, it ain't going to get no better. It only progresses. It only gets worse. I've done 11 years in prison. It's all due to drugs. Like selling drugs. And it wasn't selling drugs to make money. It was selling drugs to make money and support my habit. And the money was going back into my habit most of the time. And what didn't go back into my habit, they took when I got caught selling drugs. So,
dang. See,
powerlessness.
I noticed a lot of drug dealers who ended up getting into those type of situations too. They started using. And first it might have been about money, and then it was like, you know what, man? You start making so much money, it's like, I just need to make money to support my habit now.
Yeah, that's what it becomes. No matter what, you're going to lose it all anyway. If you're getting it the wrong way, you're going to lose it. It's just how it works, you know what I mean? That's why today I work a legit job that I love. I love this job. I love helping other people. I love coming here every day, and I know I can't get it taken from me because I'm getting it the right way. Plus, I'm trying to help others come out of the same struggles I came out of.
Exactly. One thing about it is, see, being powerless, the drugs, it takes power over your life. And then nobody likes to feel powerless. So it's like, you, especially if you have like children, let's just say you have children. Let's just say you have a wife or a husband, family. You're powerless to even be able to control yourself, your actions. So then you'll treat people the way you usually wouldn't even treat them while you're going through addiction. You're going through the suffering. You know what? I would have never snapped on that person how I snapped on them if I wasn't this way. It's the drug, you literally, or the alcohol literally taking control of you.
Takes your soul.
Takes
your whole soul.
Takes your soul. Me believing in God, being a born again believer. Everybody might not believe, but me believing in God and believing in Christ, being a minister now, for like 7 years, I realize in helping a lot of people out, it's all the same story. Yeah. It's all the same story. It's like you know what, man, you're a completely different person when you're not doing this. That's what people say. You talk to their family. You're so different when you don't do this, but then when you do it, you're a completely different person.
For sure, man. It takes everything from you. I mean, it not only takes like material stuff. It takes like I said, your soul. It takes everything. Like you're not the same person. You don't care about nothing but that next fix or that next drink or where you're gonna get it. That's all you care about, really.
Yeah, it basically becomes like your God. You know, you're powerless to control your actions. You're powerless against everything in life. You know, to control your finances, to control your relationships, to control your jobs. Some of them, I heard before, people would say something like, "Oh, I'm a functioning alcoholic," or "I'm a functional user." But you're really not. It's like it's a delusion. You know, you're spending money on stuff you shouldn't be spending money on. You're doing things you know you shouldn't be doing. Along with that comes promiscuous lifestyle. So then you might be having all type of babies here, babies there, and these different things, you know, that happen in your life, and then you locked up. You're not even in there in your kid's life, and that affects a person. I think when you become sober and start to look back at these things, man, it's like, man, you know what, man? I was a real butthole. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a nice guy like that. You know?
I wasn't at all, bro. I was a totally different person. Plus, not only that, it took 11 years of my life away. Like I was in prison. I could have been out here with my family, with my kids, taking care of them. But because I was selfish, I didn't care about nothing but the drugs at the time. I loved them, but really, I wasn't showing them no love because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like to them, I probably looked like I didn't love them because I wasn't there supporting them, being there for them like I should have, because drugs and alcohol took it all from me. You know.
No, it's sad because even when you go into music these days, man, like you see a lot of actors and things like that go through a lot of drugs, and you can check them out on our channel. First Step Recovery has a channel that shows a lot of different things, but you got so many people with different backgrounds that go through drug issues. You know, they had that substance abuse disorder, man, and
it's everywhere nowadays.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere, man. In every country too, and you know, you just see it more and more. And I used to even make music, you know, and I used to like glorify it, or even like to listen to music that like to glorify. Hey, man, we're using whatever, man. It's cool to do this and do that, but at the end of the day, it's really not. You know, it's draining. Like you said, you were taken away from your kids because of your choices multiple times throughout life to 11 years that you can't get back. We're going to keep it coming, keep it fresh with the content. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay updated. Hit that bell button to remain notified of when new videos come in. Every day we post shorts so you can stay updated on it. And just make sure you're subscribed and know when we're going to drop it. We're going to make sure that we drop it at the same time, weekly, once it gets started. So stay tuned for episode 1.